What's up, guys? It's your boy Jay. Welcome to Jay's World. So let's talk. Let's talk about Chadwick Boseman. Look, there's just no way around it, y'all. This one hurts. I mean, this one really, really hurts. It almost feels like a punch in the gut. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are saying that they were really shocked that they had heard about the death of Chadwick. I'll be honest. I was shocked, but I wasn't shocked. Because I don't know if you guys remember, 3 years ago? It's been since they shot Black Panther. They had shot the movie, and of course, about a year later, all of the actors started doing press. And I remember, before seeing the movie, I was like, okay, Chadwick, he's kind of slimming down a little bit, but it was no big deal for me. It was like, okay, he just looked a little fit, a little more trim, not as bulked up, but I didn't trip off of it. I was like, okay, he looks a little thinner. He's making his press runs and everything. And as time went along, I would see him again, and then Chadwick would look a little thinner. Again, I wasn't alarmed. I wasn't quite alarmed yet. It wasn't until probably the third or fourth time that I had seen Chadwick out in public, on like a red carpet or at one of the award shows or whatever, that I had really begun to notice how thin he had gotten. And I remember saying to someone, I was like, wait a minute, is Chadwick losing weight? I was like, okay. I was like, well, maybe, after he's in Hollywood and maybe he's trying out some new vegan diet, because that does happen. If you guys don't know, I have people in my family that are vegans, and I also, I've worked with vegans before. Usually people that are new to the whole vegan lifestyle, it can be a little jarring if you've not seen them in a while, because they can, they just lose so much weight so quickly. But then as they begin to adapt to their eating habits and their eating ways of being a vegan, they kind of fill out or whatever. But I noticed every time I would see Chadwick, that wasn't happening. Chadwick was just getting thinner and thinner. And I'll be honest, I just started getting nervous. I was like, oh, something's wrong. I just kept saying, I was like, something is wrong. Something is wrong. And the last time I saw Chadwick Boseman, which is probably the last time that we had all seen him, it was right around, I think April, or when was that? It was about 3 or 4 months ago or whatever. Whatever day Jackie Robinson Day was, he came out and spoke. Well, he actually, they had filmed him, speaking and talking about Jackie Robinson and what a great man he was or whatever. And I was so shocked. I was just so shocked at how gaunt he looked, and he was just, because someone had even said that he was probably about, I don't know, maybe 120 pounds in that picture. Y'all, Chadwick had lost so much weight, and I was like, I don't know, just my gut feeling in my heart of hearts said, something is seriously, seriously wrong with Chadwick, because like I said, his team kept very quiet about it, and so did he. And like I said, y'all, it's just really, really tough. It's just so tough. When I think of Chadwick Boseman, I think of him literally in the realm of a young Sidney Poitier, or a Harry Belafonte, or Denzel Washington. He literally, in my opinion, is in that league of actors. Chadwick didn't have a super huge, long career, because he's, still was a relatively young man, but he was building and growing and played such great characters like Jackie Robinson, Thurgood Marshall, James Brown, and of course, Black Panther, T'Challa. I mean, he was such a class act and had so much range. The range that Chadwick had as an actor was just unmatched. It was just so unmatched. And what I loved about him was the way he carried himself off camera, in interviews. Classy, understated, humble. He just seemed like a really sweet, humble guy. He honestly did. And you just felt that energy from him whenever you saw him on screen or whatever. Just such a class act. I think about everything that's going on in today's times, especially particularly in the African American community. We just need a Chadwick Boseman more than ever, and he's just such an inspiration. That's why, as an African American male, the way I was raised, my grandmother had a great influence on my life. I was always raised just to be a gentleman and always to carry myself in a particular way and when I'm out in public, because as an African American, we are viewed differently. And I just feel compelled. I feel that it is a mandate on my life to carry myself with dignity, pride, and respect. And that's the way Chadwick carried himself. That brother made me so proud. And it almost felt as if I knew him, even though I didn't know him. But the thing about a Chadwick Boseman or a Chadwick Boseman out there, you don't necessarily have to know them personally to actually respect them and just have reverence for them. Someone put it best that Chadwick Boseman is now an ancestor, and that he is. So I just want to say to you, Chadwick Boseman, brother, I thank you. You've made me proud. You've made our culture proud. You've made the world proud. You truly are a king, Chadwick Boseman. Brother, we honor you, we respect you, and we will forever speak your name. Rest in power, Chadwick Boseman.